what you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
All day, baby, all day.
Here we go. H.E. Gator. Get that quarterback. And all come. Showing up.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, echo.
53 is the mic. 53, check 53. Here it comes, here it comes. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Shoot.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Share. Kill.
Now.
Jones now on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Go.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Yo. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Watch twist. Tight dog.
Go. Hey, be grip.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Travis Kelce. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Hard. Hard. Ready.
On first down, Archer. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On the double. Hey, orbit.
Switch up, switch up. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Clear. Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Let's go now. 10 logo.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I don't think you got it.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Set. Hey, Alpha.
54 Mike.
Get up.
Check, check, check. Mike 54.
They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
That good for 22 and a first down.
And a 49er first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, 49ers 7.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check. Shoot. Watch
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, wahoo!
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing, Jones. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I'm coming after you. Switch. He's coming. We got double up. Jack.
Go.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Safe. Watch your shit.
Look at me.
They'll run on first down. Archer. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Well, throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, Sam off.
Switch. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
You're out. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, lock it. Crash. Ready.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Check nine.
Go. Get it.
On first down, Archer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down, Niners.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Leo.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
Five.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready? 10-2, sir.
Here we go. Watch time. Tight end roll.
2nd and 2. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Watch the safety creep.
61, matchbox lights. Smooth. Look at me, zipper. What? Squeeze. Hit it.
From the gun, Jones Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Hey, Delta.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. The killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against that.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 44-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready up.
57 to Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Check 13. Check 13. Whip, 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 whip.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Check 15. Check your hot read. Kill, 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 kill.
Speed grip.
On second down now, Haskins, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready to break.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Look at me. Go. Go. Ready, ready.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Not today, you won't. Not today.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back. Put on.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
58 for Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get
Go. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Ready. 8-3.
Let's go. Alert flag.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
90 Wolf.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. And
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 30, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley, 79 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
57 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Hey.
57's Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, it's not a bad time to take a shot downfield. You've got a 1st and 5, but you've got to hope that the worst thing that comes out of it is an incompletion. Instead, this is good coverage, and it winds up being intercepted.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Check. Lucky.
Another carry now for Gurley. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the screen. Pass. Bang, 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 bang. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 4, check 4.
Hey, Sam off.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
53, Mike, 53. I got you, punk.
Go.
53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
Shoot.
On first down, Jones. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Throwing on third and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks, 85 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
Okay, break.
53 is the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Sure. Let's go.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All day, dog. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Let go.
Now Jones. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Rock it.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Got it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Set. 10-2 soft.
Check 43. No.
Bam. Bam. Hey. Hey, Alpha. Fire.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every... They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Rip right. Slam. Shift.
General West. Hey, wahoo.
53 to Mike. 53, go.
Jones now operating from the gun. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's got it at the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Come on, set. 50, plants.
Bandit. Bandit. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go.
And ready, shoot.
Second and 10. This pass caught at the 4. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Look, squeeze. Ready?
Now it's Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
Let's go, team. Let's go.
Let's go.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.